Welcome to my channel Valuable Rare Coins because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we are diving into one of America's most fascinating modern treasures, the United States of America Washington $quarter coin from 1990 bearing the letter P mint mark. This coin may look ordinary at first glance, but hidden within its metal lies the potential for incredible value, historical significance, and collector excitement. So stay tuned until the very end, because you won't believe how much this small but mighty coin could be worth. The 1990 Washington quarter was minted during a time when the U.S. Mint was producing millions of coins for daily use. It features the timeless portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States, symbolizing liberty, strength, and patriotism. On the obverse, you'll see Washington's iconic profile, the word liberty, proudly displayed above his head, and the national motto, "In God We Trust," that represents the enduring spirit of the American people. The reverse side showcases the majestic American eagle with outstretched wings, clutching arrows and olive branches, a design that captures both peace and power in one beautiful image. While millions of these quarters rolled out of the Philadelphia Mint, only a handful stand out as truly special, those with unique errors and rare features that turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. Some of these coins were struck off-center, meaning the design is visibly shifted to one side, creating an instantly noticeable and highly desirable error. Others show double-die errors, where the lettering or details of Washington's face appear slightly doubled, a striking minting mistake that adds extraordinary value. There are also rare examples with planchet errors, where the metal blank itself had imperfections before being struck, resulting in a coin with unusual textures or missing details. These distinctive traits make each error coin a one-of-a-kind piece of American minting history. Collectors all around the world are searching for these exceptional 1990p Washington quarters, as their rarity and uniqueness have driven demand through the roof. The excitement surrounding these coins is unmatched. Every collector dreams of finding one in pristine condition with a rare error. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that not only carries decades of history, but also the thrill of a hidden fortune. These coins have recently captured attention in major coin auctions, where bidders compete fiercely to own one of these elusive treasures. Identifying a valuable 1990p Washington quarter takes a sharp eye and a bit of numismatic knowledge. Look carefully at the lettering. If you notice doubling on the word liberty or "In God We Trust," you might have a double die strike. Examine the edges and borders. If the design seems shifted or incomplete, you may have an off-center strike. And check for any unusual coloration or texture that could point to a planchet error. Each of these features significantly boosts the coin's worth and desirability among collectors. Coin experts and auction houses have confirmed that some of these extraordinary 1990p Washington quarters have sold for astonishing prices due to their rarity and flawless condition. Collectors are always on the lookout for these rare gems, and the market value continues to rise as more enthusiasts enter the world of rare coins. These coins are not just money, they are miniature works of art, pieces of history, and symbols of American heritage. And now, for the moment everyone's been waiting for. A verified rare 1990p Washington quarter with the right error and in exceptional condition has been known to reach a jaw-dropping value of $45,000. So check your pocket change, dig through your old coin jars, and take a closer look at your collections. You might just be holding one of these rare treasures without even realizing it. If you've come across a 1990p Washington quarter with any unusual features or want to learn more about your coins, drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your stories and help you uncover their true worth. Second rare coin, we are diving deep into one of America's truly remarkable finds, the United States of America Washington $quarter coin from the year 1985 with the letter P mint mark. This is not just an ordinary piece of change you'd find in your pocket. This coin has captured the attention of collectors, historians, and numismatic experts for its incredible rarity, mysterious minting errors, and skyrocketing market value. So stay tuned till the very end, because what you're about to hear might just make you check every single quarter you own. The 1985 Washington quarter comes from a time when the United States Mint was producing billions of coins for everyday circulation. Yet among those billions, a select few stand out as unique masterpieces of minting history. The obverse of the coin features the legendary portrait of George Washington, the nation's founding father, symbolizing leadership, freedom, and the enduring American spirit. The details on his hair, the sharpness of the letters, and the clarity of the word liberty all play a role in identifying an exceptional coin. On the reverse, the majestic bald eagle spreads its wings wide, clutching arrows and an olive branch, representing both strength and peace, an image that has defined generations of American coinage. Now, what makes this 1985 Washington quarter so extraordinary is not just its design, but the rare minting errors that occurred that year at the Philadelphia Mint. These errors are what transform an ordinary quarter into a coin worth thousands of dollars to passionate collectors. Some of the most valuable examples include double die errors, where parts of the lettering or Washington's face appear doubled, creating a fascinating visual effect that immediately catches the eye. Other coins have been found with off-center strikes, where the design is slightly misplaced, a minting mistake that gives each coin its own unique fingerprint. Even more elusive are the planchet errors, where the metal blank used to strike the coin was imperfect, leading to missing details, cracks, or unusual textures that drive collectors wild with excitement. Collectors around the world are constantly searching for these special 1985 Washington quarters because their rarity and condition make them highly sought after in the numismatic market. Coin enthusiasts are always eager to find one with a crisp strike, mirror-like luster, and no visible wear, the perfect combination that makes a coin stand out at auction. Over the past few years, we've seen a surge in demand for mint-era quarters from the 1980s, and the 1985 piece stands among the top favorites thanks to its scarcity and distinctive look. If you want to know whether your 1985 quarter might be worth a fortune, here's what to look for. Carefully inspect the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." If you notice any doubling or shadowing, you could have a double die error. Examine the outer rim of the coin. If the design seems shifted or part of the image is missing, you might have an off-center strike. And pay attention to the texture and shine. If the surface appears unusual, streaked, or incomplete, that could be a sign of a planchet flaw. Each of these rare features can multiply your coin's value many times over, especially if it's in uncirculated or near-perfect condition. Recent auctions have revealed astonishing results for the 1985 Washington quarter with such errors. Collectors are bidding aggressively to add these coins to their prized collections, and the prices have been soaring higher than ever before. Experts believe that as more collectors enter the hobby and as fewer pristine examples remain available, the value of this rare coin will only continue to increase. The 1985 Washington quarter has become a symbol of how a simple piece of American currency can evolve into a historical artifact and an object of desire for numismatists around the world. And now, for the moment every coin lover has been waiting for. A verified rare 1985 Washington quarter-dollar coin with a major minting error and in perfect, uncirculated condition has been known to sell for an incredible $75,000. So, my friends, it's time to take a closer look at your coin collections, check those old jars, and maybe even that change drawer in your home, because you never know what hidden treasure might be waiting for you. If you found a 1985 quarter or have any questions about rare coins in your collection, drop a comment below and share your story with our amazing community of collectors. Third expensive coin. We'll be exploring a remarkable and often overlooked masterpiece, the United States of America Washington quarter-dollar coin from the year 1994 with the letter P mint mark. This coin, born from the Philadelphia Mint, has captured the attention of collectors and numismatic enthusiasts across the globe for its unique charm, historical value, and rare minting errors that have transformed it from everyday change into a collector's dream come true. Get ready, because what you're about to discover might just make you look at your spare quarters in a whole new light. The 1994 Washington quarter is part of a long and proud tradition of American coinage that celebrates the legacy of George Washington, the nation's first president. The obverse side of the coin proudly displays his dignified profile, symbolizing leadership, courage, and the enduring spirit of liberty. Every curve of his portrait, every letter engraved in the word liberty, and the timeless motto, "In God We Trust," tell a story of American pride and perseverance. Flip the coin over, and you're greeted by the powerful image of the bald eagle, wings outstretched, perched upon arrows and olive branches, a stunning representation of the balance between strength and peace. It's this classic design, combined with the precision of minting, that makes the Washington quarter one of the most beloved coins in U.S. history. But what truly makes the 1994 Washington quarter stand out are the rare minting errors that occurred during production. These are not your ordinary coins. These are the hidden treasures that collectors dream of finding. Some of these quarters were struck off-center, meaning the design is visibly shifted and leaves part of the blank coin exposed, creating a striking visual error that immediately catches the eye. Others feature double die strikes, where letters or details in Washington's face and hair appear slightly doubled, a rare and mesmerizing mistake that adds tremendous value. There have also been discoveries of coins with planchet flaws, imperfections in the metal blanks that cause parts of the design to appear missing, cracked, or textured in unusual ways. Each of these errors transforms a regular quarter into a rare collectible that can command astonishing prices in the numismatic market. Collectors everywhere are on the hunt for the elusive 1994 Washington quarter with these fascinating errors, and demand has been growing at a rapid pace. The coin's popularity has exploded among both seasoned collectors and new hobbyists alike, as more people discover how valuable these hidden gems can be. In recent years, auction houses have reported intense bidding wars over high-grade examples, particularly those with flawless strikes or unique minting variations. The combination of beauty, rarity, and historical value has made this coin one of the most talked-about pieces in modern American coin collecting. If you're wondering how to tell whether your 1994 Washington quarter might be a rare and valuable one, it's time to grab a magnifying glass and take a closer look. Start by examining the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." If you see any signs of doubling or shadowing in the letters, you might be looking at a double die error. Check the edge and the outer rim. If the design appears slightly shifted or incomplete, you could have an off-center strike. Look closely at the surface for any odd textures, color variations, or missing areas that suggest a planchet error. And remember, condition matters. A coin kept in pristine, uncirculated state will always fetch far more than one that has seen wear and tear across the country. Coin shows and online auctions have been buzzing with excitement as collectors share their discoveries of rare 1994 quarters. In one remarkable sale, an uncirculated example with a clear double die strike and perfect luster drew attention from collectors around the world and achieved a record-breaking result. These coins are not just bits of metal, they're pieces of history, and their growing demand proves that the Washington quarter remains one of America's most iconic and sought-after collectibles. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the incredible value reveal. A verified 1994 Washington quarter-dollar coin with a rare minting error and an immaculate, uncirculated condition has been known to reach an astounding price of $45,000. So go ahead, dig through your coin jars, check your collections, and take a second look at those quarters that have been hiding in plain sight. You could be holding a small but mighty piece of American history worth far more than you ever imagined. If you found a 1994 Washington quarter or think you have one with an unusual feature, share your story in the comments below. We love hearing from fellow collectors and treasure hunters. Especially, we're diving deep into one of the most exciting and sought-after coins of modern numismatics, the United States of America Washington quarter-dollar coin from 1971 with the letter D mint mark. This coin, minted in Denver, might look like an ordinary quarter at first glance, but certain rare versions of it have shocked collectors with their extraordinary value and stunning minting errors that make them worth a small fortune. So get ready, because by the end of this video, you'll be looking at your old quarters with brand new eyes. The 1971 D Washington quarter represents a powerful era in American coin history. It features the timeless portrait of George Washington on the obverse side, his proud and noble expression capturing the spirit of leadership, independence, and freedom that defines the United States. The word liberty arches boldly above his head, and the national motto, "In God We Trust," rests elegantly beside him, reminding us of the nation's enduring principles. Flip the coin over, and you'll see the iconic American bald eagle, wings stretched wide, clutching arrows and an olive branch, a stunning symbol of strength and peace that has made this design one of the most cherished in U.S. coinage. Each 1971 D quarter tells a story of American pride and craftsmanship, but some tell that story in a way that's truly unforgettable. What makes the 1971 D Washington quarter so fascinating is the presence of rare and unusual minting errors that occurred during its production at the Denver Mint. These errors transformed ordinary coins into highly valuable collector's treasures. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die strike, a minting phenomenon where parts of the design, such as the lettering or Washington's profile, appear doubled or shadowed. This gives the coin a striking appearance and immediately sets it apart from standard issues. Another extraordinary error is the off-center strike, where the design is noticeably shifted from the center of the coin, a rare and visually dramatic mistake that collectors absolutely love. There are also a few examples struck on silver planchets or experimental blanks, making them incredibly rare and unique. Each one of these mistakes adds character, history, and immense value to the coin. Collectors have been on the hunt for these rare 1971 D Washington quarters for decades, and their popularity only continues to rise. Finding one of these coins in excellent, uncirculated condition with an identifiable minting error can be the discovery of a lifetime. Auction houses have seen intense bidding wars over these rare quarters, with collectors willing to pay incredible prices to own a piece of numismatic history. The demand for these coins is growing as new generations of collectors learn about their rarity and beauty, and as the number of flawless examples continues to dwindle, their market value climbs even higher. If you're wondering how to identify one of these exceptional coins, it's all about paying attention to the smallest details. Look closely at the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" for any doubling or unusual thickness in the letters, which could signal a double die error. Examine Washington's profile carefully for any doubled lines or unusual shadows. Check the outer rim and overall alignment of the design. If it looks slightly shifted, that's a sign of an off-center strike. And of course, look at the color and weight. If your 1971 D quarter appears silver-toned or has an unusual ring when dropped, it might have been struck on a silver planchet, one of the rarest and most valuable versions ever found. Over the years, stories have circulated through the coin-collecting community of lucky individuals discovering these remarkable quarters in pocket change, old jars, or inherited coin collections. Some of these discoveries have turned into jaw-dropping auction sales, where bidders competed passionately to own these rare treasures. Experts and appraisers have verified that pristine, uncirculated examples with dramatic mint errors are among the most valuable Washington quarters ever minted. This combination of rarity, beauty, and American heritage makes the 1971 D Washington quarter a must-have piece for any serious collector. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for, the incredible value reveal. A rare and flawless 1971 D Washington quarter-dollar coin with a significant minting error and in pristine, uncirculated condition has been known to reach an astonishing price of $80,000. So take a moment to check your old coin collections, search those jars of loose change, and look closely at your 1971 D quarters, because you never know, you might be holding one of these priceless treasures without even realizing it. If you think you've found a rare one or just want to share your coin collecting stories, drop a comment below and join the conversation with our amazing community of collectors. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming coin discoveries. Next coin, we're exploring one of the most fascinating and mysterious coins in American numismatic history, the United States of America Washington quarter-dollar coin from 1965. At first glance, it might seem like an ordinary quarter, but hidden among the millions produced that year are some extremely rare and valuable pieces that have stunned collectors and experts alike. So stay with me until the very end, because you'll be amazed to learn just how much one special version of this coin could be worth today. The 1965 Washington quarter marks an important turning point in U.S. coinage history. This was the first year that quarters were no longer made of 90% silver and instead were struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition. The change came as a response to the rising cost of silver during the mid-1960s, which caused a nationwide shortage of coins as people began hoarding the older silver issues. The mint had to act fast, and the result was the 1965 quarter, a coin that represented not only a new era in American money, but also a fascinating chapter in minting innovation. The obverse proudly displays the timeless portrait of George Washington, a symbol of strength, leadership, and the spirit of independence, while the reverse features the majestic bald eagle, wings spread wide in power and pride. Together, they create one of the most enduring designs in the history of American currency. But what truly makes the 1965 Washington quarter so special, and why collectors around the world are obsessed with it, are the rare minting errors that occurred during this historic transition year. In the rush to switch from silver to clad planchets, a small number of quarters were mistakenly struck on leftover 90% silver planchets intended for 1964 dated coins. These coins look almost identical to the regular clad versions, but their metallic composition makes them exceptionally valuable. Because silver is denser and heavier, these error coins weigh slightly more, around 6.25 grams instead of the usual 5.67 grams, making a precise scale one of your best tools for spotting a hidden treasure. When collectors find one of these 1965 silver quarters, they're not just holding a coin, they're holding a piece of minting history that survived one of the most important changes in American currency. But that's not the only kind of rarity that makes this coin so desirable. There are also examples of 1965 quarters with double die errors, where details like the lettering or Washington's profile appear slightly doubled, giving the coin a striking and unique look. Some feature off-center strikes where the design is visibly shifted, creating a dramatic and eye-catching mint error that collectors love. There are even rare planchet anomalies, quarters that display missing details, unusual color tones, or uneven edges due to imperfect blanks. Each of these rare variations adds incredible value and uniqueness to the 1965 Washington quarter, making it a dream find for coin enthusiasts everywhere. Collectors all over the world are on the hunt for these special 1965 quarters, and the excitement around them has never been higher. Auction houses have seen fierce bidding wars over confirmed silver planchet strikes and high-grade mint errors, with collectors eager to secure one of these legendary pieces. The demand continues to rise because these coins capture a moment of transformation in American minting, a blend of history, rarity, and craftsmanship that stands the test of time. When you hold a rare 1965 quarter in your hand, you're holding more than money. You're holding a symbol of innovation and change, a coin that bridges two eras of American currency. If you want to know whether your 1965 quarter could be one of these rare treasures, there are a few key things to look for. Start by weighing your coin. If it's heavier than 5.67 grams, you might have a silver planchet strike. Next, examine the edge carefully. A silver quarter will have a uniform silver color all around, while the copper-nickel version shows a brownish copper core when viewed from the side. Also, check for any doubling in the words Liberty or In God We Trust, as that could signal a valuable double die error. And of course, the overall condition matters immensely. Coins that are in mint or uncirculated condition are far more valuable than those that have seen years of circulation. Over the years, these 1965 Washington quarters have made headlines in the coin collecting community. Some of them have surfaced in private collections, while others have been discovered purely by chance in old jars or inherited collections. The thrill of finding one is like uncovering buried treasure, and the market value of these coins continues to impress collectors and investors alike. Rare examples authenticated by professional grading services have fetched astonishing prices, proving that this humble quarter is far from ordinary. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the unbelievable value reveal. A genuine 1965 Washington quarter-dollar coin struck on a silver planchet and preserved in flawless condition has been known to sell for an incredible $150,000. So, my fellow collectors, it's time to check your change. Dig through your old coin rolls and look closely at those 1965 quarters that might have been hiding in plain sight all these years. You could be sitting on a true piece of American history worth far more than you ever imagined. If you found a 1965 quarter that seems a little different or have questions about your collection, drop a comment below and share your story. We'd love to hear from you. Last unique coin. We are diving deep into one of the most iconic, patriotic, and collectible coins ever minted, the United States of America $quarter coin marked with the dual date 1776 to 1976. This special edition coin, known as the Bicentennial Quarter, was created to celebrate the 200th anniversary of America's independence, and while millions were made for circulation, a few extremely rare and error-filled versions have stunned collectors and sold for absolutely jaw-dropping amounts of money. So stay with me until the end, because what you're about to learn might just make you rush to check every quarter you own. The 1776 to 1976 Bicentennial Quarter is one of the most beloved coins ever released by the U.S. Mint. Its design perfectly captures the pride and spirit of the nation's 200th birthday. On the obverse, we see the familiar portrait of George Washington, America's first president, a symbol of leadership and strength whose image has graced the quarter since 1932. But it's the reverse that truly sets this coin apart, a stunning image of a colonial drummer, proudly beating his drum with the torch of victory and 13 stars representing the original colonies shining above him. Designed by Jack L. AHR, this powerful image celebrates freedom, unity, and the enduring legacy of America's revolutionary past. Every detail of this design tells a story of courage, resilience, and patriotism, a fitting tribute to 2 centuries of independence. But while millions of these quarters were minted for everyday use, not all of them are created equal. There are rare versions and minting errors that make certain bicentennial quarters worth an absolute fortune. Some of these coins were accidentally struck on 40% silver planchets that were meant for special collector sets, and finding one of those in circulation is like striking gold. These silver quarters have a different weight and a distinct, rich tone that separates them from the common copper-nickel versions. In addition, there are extraordinary error coins, double die strikes where the lettering or design elements appear slightly doubled, creating a rare and fascinating visual effect. Others were struck off-center or on improperly cut planchets, resulting in unusual and collectible shapes that drive coin enthusiasts wild. Each of these rare errors adds immense value and turns a common bicentennial quarter into a true masterpiece of minting history. Collectors everywhere are on the hunt for these special 1776 to 1976 quarters, and the excitement surrounding them has only grown over the years. The combination of their patriotic symbolism and the potential for high value has made them a must-have piece for serious coin enthusiasts. Auction houses and coin shows have seen bidding wars break out over high-grade examples, especially those certified as error coins or struck on silver planchets. Collectors know that coins like these are not only valuable now but are also likely to appreciate in value as time goes on, making them both a fascinating collectible and a wise investment. If you're wondering how to identify a rare bicentennial quarter, here's what you should look for. Start by examining the edge. Regular clad quarters show a copper stripe along the edge, while silver versions have a smooth, solid silver color. You can also check the weight. A silver bicentennial quarter weighs about 5.75 grams compared to 5.67 grams for a clad one. Next, look closely at the lettering on both sides of the coin. If you notice doubling on the words Liberty or In God We Trust, you might have a double die error. And don't forget to inspect the drummer design for any odd features or striking irregularities that could indicate a minting error. Even a small difference can turn a simple coin into a treasure worth thousands. Over the years, a handful of these extraordinary bicentennial quarters have surfaced and made headlines at major coin auctions. Collectors have paid astonishing prices for coins with confirmed minting errors, especially those in pristine, uncirculated condition. Each one tells a story of a rare event at the mint, a small accident that turned into a piece of numismatic legend. These coins have become symbols of discovery and luck for coin collectors, proof that even in modern change, there are treasures waiting to be found by those with a keen eye and a passion for history. What makes this coin even more special is the emotion and national pride tied to it. The 1776 to 1976 bicentennial quarter isn't just a coin. It's a celebration of America's journey, a tribute to freedom, and a reflection of how far the nation has come. For collectors, owning one of these rare quarters isn't just about its monetary value, but also about holding a small piece of the country's story, one that connects us directly to the spirit of independence and the legacy of those who shaped the nation. And now, for the most exciting part you've all been waiting for. A rare and flawless United States of America 1776 to 1976 Washington quarter dollar coin, struck with a minting error and preserved in pristine condition, has been known to reach an astonishing value of $200,000. So, my friends, it's time to take a closer look at your coin jars, old collections, and that forgotten change in your drawers, because one of those quarters could be worth a life-changing amount. If you found a 1776 to 1976 quarter that looks or feels different, or if you think you might have discovered a rare mint error, share your story in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you and help you uncover its true potential. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more amazing coin stories, and ring that notification bell so you never miss another rare coin discovery. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy collecting. May your next coin be the one that turns your pocket change into pure treasure.